Yesterday, experts told us they expect us to spend 4% more than last year during the Christmas season. If you aren't careful, you can go crazy and bust the budget with your Christmas list. Our family contributor from UT Extension, Dr. Amy Elizer, has some tips on how to keep your spending under control. Dr. Amy Elizer, thank you so much for being here again today. So let's start with this. What are some of the biggest mistakes people make when going into shopping for the Christmas season?
Well, one of the biggest mistakes is going in there without any idea of what you're going to get, how much you're going to spend, what your budget is. And so the biggest thing I tell people is to think about how much do I have to spend, and trying to focus on doing that with your cash on hand. If you've been prone to using credit and then having to pay for it for several months, is to look at what am I going to do just with cash, or if I am going to use a credit card, what is my limit? Setting a limit.
And when people go into buying for Christmas, how much is their mind guided by their emotions rather than how much their common sense on what they should be spending?
Right. A lot of times, because the holiday season is so pent up in emotion. Family memories, good things that have happened, lots of good food to eat, which, all those extra expenses add in there as well. So it can be very difficult if people don't really have a firm figure in mind of what their limit is they're going to spend.
And it seems like almost everybody makes a budget before they go into shopping, but why do they tend to ignore that?
Well, I think sometimes we don't give enough specifics with our budget. We may have a general idea, but for example, I tell people, I'm going to spend X amount on Kelsey's gift and X amount on Steve's gift and so on and so forth, and go in with an idea of what it is you're going to purchase. Sometimes we have those Christmas lists, sometimes we don't. But I think the sooner we can start before the whole mad rush of all the music, which it's already out there, that just adds to that emotional thing that can really trip us up.
And now, it is too late to start this new thing, but how much does it help to buy throughout the year rather than just starting now?
It can be really helpful, and I guess the good news for right now is right after the holidays, there are, say if you buy paper plates and decorations, that's the perfect time if we want to get a good deal on some things to go on then and look for those good prices. But absolutely, there are people we may have on our giving list that, adult people probably are going to need the same things. When you've got young children in the home, it's a little bit different. Their needs change and their wishes change. But being able to do that is an excellent way to spread out that cost throughout the year.
Yeah, and some stores have sales, or they call them sales.
Absolutely.
And how much of them are really actually sales? And are you really saving money when you start to get into the Thanksgiving thing with Black Friday?
Right. You can get really good deals, but a lot of times people go in there thinking everything's going to be on sale, or they're thinking, well, I'm here anyway, I'll go in and get these other things. And so you really do have to watch out, compare prices, especially for big ticket items. I tell people, call around, look at sale papers, make comparisons.
And do you typically suggest buying before or after Thanksgiving? Because I know sometimes as a shopper, I've seen things cheaper the week before Christmas than it was cheaper the day after Thanksgiving.
I think what it really boils down to is how important a particular item is to the person you're giving it to. And I think often of gifts for children, certain toys that are big, those big items that they really want, necessarily big, but important to them. Where it may be if, say my son's about your age, what he wants is not going to be that important to where if I don't get the exact thing, because I've waited to get a better deal, maybe okay.
And so for those people that are actually on a tight budget and they're trying to keep it, what about cooking something or making something for them?
Absolutely. There are things you can do. There's going to be even like if you're a person that does crafting kinds of things, a lot of those things will be going on sale. The groceries will be going on sale. So again, looking at those kind of things you can do. The other thing that people can, sometimes forget about is sometimes the most precious gift we can give is a gift of our time. Whether it's babysitting for a family that's got small children and don't have a lot of time to go together as a couple, washing windows for an elderly person, lots of things we can do.
And these last few seconds, you were on last week talking about the Zero Weight Gain Challenge. Can you tell us again how to register for that?
Zero Weight Gain Challenge is awareness to not gain weight through the holidays. It starts this Sunday. Call 668-8543. Give me your email address and we'll get you signed up.
Okay, well, thank you so much for being here today.
Good to be here.
Still ahead, I'll make a quick dash over to the weather board. We have rain on the way and a colder weekend ahead. Stay with us for the forecast.